Hi there, I'm Shannon, and today I'm going to share 5 quick and easy hacks on how to use index cards to help for aromatherapy. Now, I'm going to be real transparent. I've been struggling with my mood and my mental health lately, and aromatherapy really helps me, particularly when I use one of my favorites. And I'm going to demonstrate with my favorite sweet orange essential oil today. But again, I have 5 quick hacks, so let's start with the first one. First of all, to do any of these hacks, I recommend just cheapy index cards from the dollar store. I use Up and Up brand from Target. Don't waste your really good heavy duty index cards on this because you want to be able to swap it out if you change your mind on the scent that you want to use, the aromatherapy. Or you know what, it's fun to create a new one once in a while if you want to decorate it. So the very first step is to just take a cheapy index card and place a couple of drops of essential oil on it. Now, the bad thing about these is they can be difficult to open. And for the first one, I'm just going to create a scented bookmark. And literally, it's as easy as just taking an index card and dropping. I would do no more than 2 drops of essential oil. And then just let it absorb into the index card so you don't see any real drips. And then I shake it just to distribute the oil through the entire card. You can see it's transparent now where the oil is. And now if you wanted to, I would stop here. This is my bookmark. I would put it in my book. It would scent the pages of my book. I would not do this with a book that you really care about, but I go through books like nobody's business and I tear them up. I highlight, I write, I dog ear them. So my books aren't just shelf candy, eye candy. They are actually used and abused and loved. So I like to put scented index cards in them because then when I open up the book, I immediately get this waft of this beautiful essential oil that I love, and it makes it smell good. Tip though, do not put the index card into your book while it's still wet. Make sure you leave it sitting out in order to air dry, because even when it's dry, even when you can't see the oil on the card itself, the scent will still be there and it will last days to weeks. So, and you could decorate this up. You could put a pretty saying on it. You could put stickers. I don't. I like to write on the index cards, jot notes while I'm writing, or excuse me, while I'm reading. But again, this is a quick and easy, dirty, but wonderfully smelling bookmark. Another hack for this is do the exact same thing with an index card. Slip it in your wallet, put it in your bag, put it in your purse, and every time you open up your wallet, bag, or purse, it's going to smell great. And it's so cheap. Again, it only took 2 drops of aromatherapy, or excuse me, essential oils, and a cheapy index card, and you got a great, easy diffuser on the go. So my next tip is to do the same thing with an index card. However, for this particular usage, I would recommend anywhere from 3 to 4 drops. And then grab yourself a pretty little glass jar. Truth be told, I got this at the thrift store yesterday. It is a salt and pepper shaker. And honestly, I was going to use the screw-on top for the shaker as a diffuser, but it didn't allow enough smell, enough essential oil aromatherapy to come out. So all I did instead is take the index card, roll it up, shove it in the little jar. It could be anything. It could even be a little tea light candle holder would be pretty. And then just set this somewhere in a small room or on your desk. And it, granted, it's not real pretty, but it is extremely effective. And it takes up such a small space. And I have cats, so I like doing this because I don't have to worry about water anywhere. I don't have to worry about the flames of a candle. And again, if I just want to switch it out, I pull it out, get another index card, put a couple drops of a different essential oil, roll it up, and then shove it back into the jar. And there you go. A really easy passive diffuser. My next tip is actually something that I took from an idea that I created for my writing folder in a previous video I'll try and leave a link to that video below in case you're curious. But I am kind of switching gears here personally, and I decided to try a new system. And I'm going to do a video on this in a little bit. It's my new planner slash binder slash hacked together system. But I wanted to incorporate the aromatherapy in my binder just as much as, or just as well as I did in my writing folder. So to do that, I took, again, just 2 flimsy plain index cards. And I wanted to make it a little more rigid, so I actually took 2, and then I sandwiched them together, and then just took washi tape, plain old washi tape, and taped around the edges. After I did that, I put, I don't know, about 3 to 4 drops on this, just on one side. And you can, I did this last night, and you do not see anything, but I tell you, I kid you not. Oh, it is so glorious. The aromatherapy has permeated the paper, and even though you don't see it, it smells great. And now whenever I open my binder, that smell wafts up, and it immediately makes me happy. And then to punch, all I did was took some paper out of my planner, laid it over the top of my card. You can do it either way, top or bottom. There we go. And then that told me where to just punch the card. And then that literally just goes inside my planner. If you wanted to do this with cardstock, you could even make it a little taller and then make your own page finder that is scented. But I love this because, again, I could put a saying, I could put stickers, I could just gussy this up no matter how I want, and the aromatherapy effect is still in full force. Love that. Last but not least, I was at Target just yesterday picking up some more index cards, and I saw this really, I thought the idea was cool. It was an aromatherapy pen so that while you're writing or journaling or planning, it would diffuse aromatherapy. And I thought, but I don't really want to spend $20 for a pen that smells great, but a crappy pen. So I wanted to find, I'm assuming it's crappy. I did not spend the money. I thought, I bet you I can do this myself. And lo and behold, guess what? Here we are. I did it. So I needed to find a way how to take my favorite pen, and this is my favorite ballpoint pen. It's a Bic Velocity, or actually it's called Bic Glide now. But you could do this for any kind of pen. I like the Pilot G2 gel pens as well. Any kind of pen that has a clip. Let me see if I can show that on camera. See that little space there? I capitalized on that. I exploited that. And here's how. So I took an index card, and I just cut off about 1-inch strip. I didn't even use the whole darn card. I cut off, actually maybe not 1 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Just so I had a little strip. And you just need 1 cheapy card. And then what I did, excuse me, is I rolled it around the pen so I could start curling it. And I found that easier to do before I put the essential oil on it. Then just put 1 drop. I did this a couple different times, and I found that any more than 1 to 2 drops was too overwhelming. But literally just 1 or 2 drops. And then after that was on, and I let it absorb into the index card, and I shook it a little bit so it wasn't dripping off, and I didn't want oil everywhere. Then all I did was I wrapped it around the pen like so. And then I took a little bit of my washi tape and I taped it up. And now when I write, I have aromatherapy at my hand. And again, literally at my hand. And again, I can switch this up. I can add another drop with the paper on there. No harm, no foul. And I turned my regular old cheapy but wonderful Bic Glide pen into an aromatherapy pen without having to spend any more money. So again, you could pretty this up any way you wanted to. I just did it quick and dirty, but it smells wonderful, and it's useful, and it's cheap, and more importantly, it really helps put me in a good mood and helps change my perspective on things. So there you have it. 5 quick and easy hacks on how to use index cards for aromatherapy. Thanks so much for watching. If you've liked this video, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you're not already part of our community, please consider subscribing. And until the next video, I'll say bye-bye and leave it here.